Hello, welcome to Selwyn Tech Topics. Today we'll be going over how to use the basics of Google Maps on your computer. So first thing you're going to want to do is, here we are on our desktop. So we're going to go to a browser, so like Google Chrome, it's Microsoft Edge. So it's also on the taskbar here at the bottom, that's this bar. So we'll double click on Google to open that, and it'll bring you right to this page. If not, if you're using a different browser, you can type it in. Otherwise, we'll go to the top right 9 dots there, the square of 9 dots. Left click on that, and it'll be the top there to the right. It should be. If not, you can scroll down. The maps, it's a little location icon. And this will open up Google Maps for us. So here on the left, I'm just going to close that so we can see better. We can see there's the map. So on the left, on the top left, we'll click there so we can search a location. Let's look for the Bridgnorth Library. So we'll start typing it in. And there's our location there, the Selwyn Public Library. That's the Bridgnorth branch. It brings up the icon here. It says our address. So if we didn't know it, we could type in the address instead if it doesn't come up. So I'm going to press X to clear the search there. So let's say we didn't know or didn't come up when we typed it. We could just type in 836 Charles Street, and that will bring us up also the Bridgnorth Library. So that shows you the location there. There's an image, and there's the little icon location ping. So here's our map. Now, if you wanted to see restaurants near it, so now it's blue. It's a little blue icon, and here's all the restaurants. So we've got the Honky Tonk restaurant. We have Subway, Pizza Villa. You can choose the different cuisines here if you'd like. You can search this area. So here on the left, it shows you a bunch of ratings and the different hours for all the different restaurants, and it shows you directions. So just going to X that so we go out. You can also see all of these other things: pharmacies, parking, transit. So we're going to start at the Bridgnorth Library here. Let's say we want to get to the Bridgnorth Library, so we're going to click on directions. So left click. We have to choose a starting point. So our final point, our destination, is the Bridgnorth Library. So we want to choose a starting point. Let's say we're at the Lakefield Library. We want to go to all the public libraries today. So we're going from one Selwyn Public Library to the other. So I'll start typing that in. That's the Selwyn Public Library Lakefield branch. So click on that. And there it gives us some directions. So 12 minutes. We can click this extreme detour. This is in gray. Otherwise, we have the blue one there. So that one would be by the buses. That's the bus system there. So that's almost 3 hours. So it takes you out to the university there. It takes you to Trent, and then takes you back to Bridgnorth. So otherwise, you can drive. Probably the quicker route if you have a car. So it shows you the different options of getting there. We can drag, so left click, hold, and drag it over if I didn't want to take that main road all the way down to Lakefield from Bridgnorth. Otherwise, this is probably the quickest route. So we would stick with that. It's 11.1 kilometers. And you can see over here is directions. If we click on details, so left click, that gives us our directions, some detailed directions for us to read through there. So you can copy those down and use those. It's pretty straightforward directions because you basically follow the same road all the way to the library, other than a couple or few turns. So it's nice, simple, short directions. Now, what if we wanted to switch this around? So we've went to the Bridgnorth Library. Now we want to go back to the Lakefield Library. We're going to click on these up and down arrows, that button there, and that switches it around. So now we're heading to the Lakefield Library from the Bridgnorth Library. So we can go back to details below here, and that gives us directions in the other way. So that's how we'd get back home to our initial location. And that shows you that there. So I'll just click back. Again, it shows you two different routes there. We can choose different. So you can choose all these options here. We're on driving right now. There's walking, biking, transit. Let's click on transit. Again, it takes you out to the university there. So it goes from Bridgnorth into the edge of Peterborough, Trent there, and then it takes you all the way into Lakefield. This is quite a bus ride, 3 hours, 20 minutes there. You can also walk 2 hours. It's probably faster than the bus, honestly, surprisingly enough. You also can bike, which is 36 minutes. So this is pretty decent. You could probably bike there if you wanted to. Shows you the elevation here as well. It's not too much elevation. It's pretty flat. Only 34 meters. So a few hills, but other than that, you should be fine. You can add the destination if we wanted to. Yeah, and then press the X to close the directions and you start over again there, and it shows you a little bit of the surrounding area. So yeah, that's the basics of Google Maps on PC. I hope that helped, and good luck.